NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner, everybody. I'm
Great
Alex
balls
Delaverson.
of fire.
Of course, our producer has to interrupt me, as always, still the spotlight, right?
I love him. I want to hug him with his pit hat.
Yeah, in my pit hat, that's right, rocking Pitt. Not that there's really too much to be excited about with Pitt at the moment. Especially with everyone just seeming to leave the program. But we'll talk about that another day, I guess.
Hey, quick.
Okay.
What's wrong with the Pirates?
All the above.
Well, they won 8-4. So something must really be wrong with San Diego.
Well, I mean, out of a season where you have 162 games, you're going to have your games where, you catch lightning in a bottle or whatever, you win. The other team's tired. It's just there's too many games for you not to win. At least a few.
You have to win sometime.
Yeah, mathematically, yeah. It just, whatever reason, you're just on your game and the other team is off their, it's just, oh yeah.
Now they have an upcoming weekend here where they're going to travel to Milwaukee.
The team I hate the most, probably.
Oh, in Italian, it's the Mulluch.
The Mulluch.
I think the Milwaukee gave them the Mulluch, and it should wear off like in 4 or 5 million years or something.
Yeah.
But every time they play, look out.
Well, growing up, the Braves were the team that I couldn't stand. That was that was during the Three Rivers days. Not that the Pirates would always win, but I just remember Braves are on schedule. Oh, that's the game I know.
Here's the thing with the Braves. The Pirates would beat them during the season and lose to them in the playoffs. So, not that was okay, but that was okay. Milwaukee just beats them all the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's just their... This is one of those things. You know what I mean?
Now... The Reds at the time we're doing this are 7-4, and the Pirates are 4-7, and they're going to play Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. That doesn't bode well for the Bucks.
Oh, not at all. Well, how about their first few games? They started out, they were just giving up so many runs. Yeah. I mean, my goodness gracious!
Like, you score, you score, you score.
I know it was like it was like when you played wiffle ball, with your buddies in your backyard. You know what I mean?
Oh, and I hope
at least we have hockey
that the Pittsburgh Penguins get to have people in the stands for the Stanley Cup.
You know what? I hope so too. I mean, again, that whole debate I don't want to get into. They should or shouldn't, but Texas allowed. What team was it that allowed? I know it was a Texas team.
Yeah,
the Rangers, right?
Right.
Yeah, and it was such a beautiful sight to see.
Right, and that was in baseball.
Yeah.
Not to confuse the Texas Rangers with the New York Rangers.
Yeah, the Texas Rangers. So,
but the Pens are only a few points out. They're 4 points out of first, 2 points out of second, and there's those pesky Washington Capitals again.
Well, you know what? Again, and I say this every time we talk about hockey on the show. It's you just get into the playoffs, man. when the Pens won their cups, was it in 2000?
Yeah, they were in first place.
Yeah, you know what I mean, 2009, and just get in there. You know, it's kind of like a crapshoot. You know, 'cause how many times? Not even just the Pens, a team gets a number 1 seed and they get blown out anyway. I'm not saying, look, if you get the number 1 seed, take it. Obviously, you want to have every advantage you can get, but I don't think it's like this all-be-all type of thing.
Well, you know, while the Pens are playing the Flyers, I want to go to Cedars.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
So with that being said, maybe we should take a break and over to my sponsors.
Hi, friends. I'm Gary West. And whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. The Cedars restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle, 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Cedar Sports Corner. Angelo, Pittsburgh Steelers news. Cardinals take James Conner from the Steelers. Well, I don't know if I say they took James Conner away, but James Conner signed with the Steelers. And what's going on with the running back situation now?
You know what? It's like, call Leonard Nimoy, hurry up, because they're in search of anybody.
Right. I mean,
you know, a 17-game schedule, and you don't have a running back, and you don't have anybody that, you know, Ben can only throw so many passes. And I know that they signed Juju.
mm-hmm.
However, you've got to have somebody in the backfield so that there's a little threat of a run.
Keep the defense honest. I mean, so I know a lot of people now are speculating the Steelers could trade up in the draft to get a higher seed for a running back. Again, I don't know if... I don't even know whoever they take would be enough to really...
Well, when you think
go
about
into a starting role that quick.
You look at the running backs. Benny Schnell.
That's what I'm saying. Benny's...
Okay. I mean, you couldn't even open a phone book and find these.
Benny
Anthony
Snell.
McFarland. Kalen Baggett.
Jalen Samuels.
Jalen Samuels.
Oh, my God. They got to do something, man.
It's slim pickings.
They're going to...
And you know...
They're going to have to do something, like a trade whenever they get the opportunity to. I don't know, man.
And I'm still like, okay, you're winning all these games, and then they make you play all those games in one day. You know, if you go back, they beat Jacksonville. Here you are, motoring along. Okay, December 2nd, you beat Baltimore, and then you play Washington. That's a Wednesday, Monday.
5 games, or 5 days in between.
Barely 5 days, because, you know, you play Wednesday, you land Thursday, you have to have a day to recover. Then you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you play. And then you play again. They're just, this is like totally nuts.
And the 17-game schedule got approved. That's for this year, right? Coming up? Or?
Yes, that's for this year coming up.
So they have to. So how do they do that? Like every team. I don't know how they're.
You know, it's going to be.
I'm not sure. I don't want to misquote anything.
That's going to be a very tough thing, because what are you going to do? Are you going to play each and every day? I mean, I don't know. That's just craziness.
Are they taking away a preseason game?
Well, they only had one last year, so it will be an interesting ride. to see exactly what they decide upon as they go forward through the season.
Well, I'll tell you what I think we should.
And before that, no. Well, okay. Yeah, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
But I want to come back and give you a little word.
Oh, boy.
So just don't go away.
Now we're from our sponsors.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello,
Come on,
friends,
shake your body,
and
baby, do that conga.
it's
No, you can't control yourself
Los
any
Amigos.
longer.
Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
You can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music.
It's Chubby's Let's Pizza again, like we did way back when. Yes, Chubby's for that great pizza taste. They use Augustine's ingredients, and guess what? You folks on the east side, they deliver. DA Reed Delivery Service will get your Chubby's pizza right to you. It's easy. Call ahead, place your order. It's Chubby's Delivery right there for you. And don't think that they don't have cheese stuffed meatballs, sausage, and so much more. Chubby's right there for you.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Back to our third and final segment of the Cedar Sports Corner, everybody. And, Angelo, I know you wanted
The Duquesne Dukes. Oh, you broke my heart.
your precious
In
Duke.
overtime. No less. Overtime. Tied at 27, and Sacred Heart ekes out a touchdown to win 34-27. In what was a 5-game season, from March 7th to April 11th. And I'm just saying, well, the Dukes, when you get to the 2021 season, they're going to be looking, they're going to open up with the Horned Frogs at TCU.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Wow, they're going at TCU.
Yeah, and then they're going at Ohio University. So the Dukes opening it up in
Big fashion.
Yeah.
Is this the first time they ever did that? Like, they went that...
Well, no. Duquesne football has been a story of success, interrupted by several things. Like, they played and won the Orange Bowl against Miami. And then in 1938, bang, we had World War II open up just a few years later.
Right,
The Duquesne, Pitt, Carnegie Tech at the time, games were huge. And with that being said, that ushered in a whole bunch of good football in Pittsburgh.
So let me ask you this. So, Duquesne versus Notre Dame. Who you rooting for?
I gotta live, if it's football season, I gotta live with the Irish. But in basketball season, I always put up my Dukes.
Okay, fair enough. So, even if it's for national, obviously I know it doesn't work this way, just national title football, Duquesne versus Notre Dame. I know that doesn't work like that, but so you're still riding with the Irish?
I'm still riding with the Irish. Now, the Irish have done some great jobs in recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and next year it will be back to normal schedule with Notre Dame as that was the ACC get out, but Notre Dame's going to they're going to open with Florida State, who isn't the Florida State of the past.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, Pitt beat them. I mean, Pitt beat Florida State. Florida State's not exactly riding high.
And then it's Toledo, Purdue,
Wisconsin,
Cincinnati, Virginia Tech, USC.
Oh, you know what? They got games on there that I don't see any games other than maybe Toledo or Cincinnati where I think to myself, okay, they're definitely going to win. This is a pretty formidable schedule.
Yeah. You know, once you get past the Toledo and the Purdue game, which Purdue will be a rivalry because that'll always be the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand how they plucked Wisconsin in there, but they did. And then Cincinnati, then you got at Virginia Tech, and you come home to USC. North Carolina has always given them a tough tussle, and I don't see the last part of the schedule until Stanford being any kind of a problem, because Virginia and Georgia Tech not really happening as
well, still though, I mean, I call them conference games. I know Notre Dame's not in the ACC for football, but basically everything else. But like, games like that, still, I mean, they should win, but I wouldn't say it's definitely a cupcake game by any means. It could happen.
Now, with your Pitt Panthers, UMass, and understand that UMass is decent, and Pitt struggles playing those games.
Yeah, they played at level of their competition. They always have. I don't understand.
And I did I looked back at the 1977 Pitt Notre Dame game where they opened up with a big game and Pitt lost.
Mm-hmm.
Pitt opens up with a smaller game and they struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I would say go with the big game right off the bat. Then they go at Tennessee, which is going to be a little challenging for Pitt.
But Pitt also could play up to their competition too.
You know what Lou Holtz did when Notre Dame played Tennessee? He made them go into the dome out there, their indoor practice facility, and he turned the volume up all the way because he said it was that loud.
Wow.
So just think about that, and then they have some schools that
again, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, their schedule.
Western Michigan, really.
Honestly, I know Kenny Pickett's coming back, but 6-6, 7-5 maybe.
If you get a UMass win, then you get a Tennessee loss. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Then you get a Western Michigan. Then you're going to play New Hampshire? Really?
Well,
are you trying to go Atlantic 10 football? I don't know. Because then you go back, then you come back, and even if you beat UMass, Western Michigan, and New Hampshire, and you lose to Tennessee, you're 3-1, and now you're going to play Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, and Clemson. And right away, everybody's going to go, "What? Oh, you lost."
Well, that's what happened last year. Remember, they started out, they were ranked, I think after week 5 they were ranked, and they beat ranked Louisville, and then they had that losing streak, and
yeah,
it could happen again.
Yeah, because then you end up 3-4, and you have to play Miami, Duke, North Carolina, Virginia, and Syracuse, and it puts all the pressure on your team, and that just doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not the one who schedules the games. There's probably more to it than this, but like, it just, again, 6-6, 7-5. No, listen, this is gonna be year 7 for Narduzzi. It seems like he's been there forever. So, I think this could.
It's good keeping the continuity, but
I mean, continuity is only good if you're having pretty decent success. Is continuity of 6 and 7 wins a year?
That thought, the Nittany Lions haven't really been what I would call a model of success. You know, as they've had their own struggles with where they're at, and I don't think they really appreciate that. 4-5 last year, and look, you know, Wisconsin, Ball State, Auburn, Villanova, Indiana, Iowa, Illinois. So their schedule's looking like that of Pitt's. I mean, really, when you open up, if you lose with Wisconsin and you win and you're 1-1, and then you lose with Auburn and then you win with Villanova, okay, now you're 2-2 and playing Indiana, who beat you last year.
Right.
And then you're going to play Iowa at Iowa. Not easy. Illinois, then you're going at Ohio State. So you're making a 500 schedule here. You go at Maryland, and then you get Michigan and Rutgers and Michigan State. Doesn't look like too different than the Pitt deal.
All right. Well, I mean, look, college football's full of surprises, so I'll never know. But I think we're out of time.
Yes.
So, Angela, any last words?
Watch them Pirates.
Watch.
And let's go Pens.
All right, everybody. You guys have a good one.
The Cedars restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.